Hey everyone, today is Tuesday, December 8th, and I'm going to try and make this a quick video, okay? If for some reason you missed Monday, I let everyone know that I have a personal emergency that is causing me to have to leave teaching for a while. So unfortunately, my last day with you all is going to be next Friday, the 18th. Okay, so the day before Christmas break is my last day teaching with you guys. So, with that said, all your late work has to be turned in by this Friday, the 11th. You shouldn't have any late work because you should have turned everything in on time. But if for some reason you haven't turned something in, your last day to do so is Friday. This includes late assignments, formative exams, and the first summative that you took. Okay, so there's not going to be any exceptions. If you send me an email after this Friday and ask me to still turn in something late, I'm going to say no because I'm not going to have time to grade it and deal with it. Okay. The second thing I need to talk to you about is your summative exam. You're going to be taking your second summative exam next week. So it's due Thursday, the 17th by 4 p.m. There cannot be any exceptions. Okay, so you have to turn it in by 4 p.m. so I can get your grade and put it in Infinite Campus. You're going to have a new teacher, you're transferring after Christmas break. So if you don't turn in your summative exam on Thursday, you'll have a 0 in Infinite Campus. Okay, so your only opportunity to revise this summative will be the next day, Friday the 18th. That's my last day with you guys, so it's the last day you can revise the summative. You're going to have to sign up for a Google Meet session at you can either join at 9:30 or 12:30. Okay, so if you're going to sign up for it, the Google Meet, the link is in the stream section of Google Classroom. It's at the top of the classwork tab. Okay, so you need to sign up for those if you're planning on revising your summative exam so that I can make sure I've graded your exam before Friday. Okay. Okay, so for today, you need to read chapter 10. I recommend you go ahead and read chapters 10 and 11. It's the last two chapters of the book, so then you can be done with the reading section. Okay, but anyway, so for today, though, you need to read chapter 10, and then you have 3 charts to fill out about chapter 10. Okay, so you're going to have to find and identify 5 pieces of figurative language from chapter 10. You're going to have to identify 2 possible themes and identify the tone of the text. Okay, so you need to make sure that you include page numbers when you're talking about when you give a quote so I can go back and look at it. So this is your first chart. You see on the left-hand side, you need to put down 5 quotes. Be sure you include page numbers. And in the right column, you need to say what type of figurative language is in the quote. Okay, so that's pretty easy. That's pretty much what you've been doing, stuff like this. So the left side here, put 5 quotes. On the right-hand side, say what type of figurative language is in the quotes. Okay. Then you have 2 more charts to deal with. One is for theme. I want you to give me 2 possible themes here in the left-hand column. And remember, those are lessons that the reader learns from the story that you can apply to your own life. Then in the right-hand column here, I want you to give me a quote that proves that your claim is true. Okay, so if you are saying the theme is that, beggars can't be choosers, for example, then you need to give me a quote on the right-hand side that proves this is true. Okay, that demonstrates what you're saying the theme is. Okay, and so anyway, and that's not one of the themes, the example I just gave you. I just pulled one out of the top of my head. Okay, all right, so then the last chart here, I want you to identify what you think the tone is of chapter 10. So what kind of feelings and attitude do you think the author is trying to convey here? That the author is trying to show. Okay, so write the tone in the left column. And then in the right-hand column, I want you to pick out pieces of diction that showed you what the tone is of the text. Okay, and remember, diction are just groups of words and phrases. So whatever indicated to you what the tone of the text was, that's what I want you to give me for your examples. So you can either put a couple, like a group of words in there, or you can give me an entire quote. Okay, but I want 3 pieces of evidence here that demonstrate what the tone is. And then the left-hand column, I want you to tell me what the tone actually is. Okay, but that's it. So let me know if you have any questions.